We are searching for Sasquatch in and around the Redwoods of California and Oregon because of the incredible amount of Bigfoot sighting reports, videos, photos, and vocalization recordings that come out of this area every year. It is one of the top locations in and around the world for Bigfoot activity and sighting reports. This Sasquatch encounter happened at night. I'm going to show you a little bit of what this looks at night, but I want to show you the amazing, beautiful ancient forest during the daytime while I go over this Bigfoot sighting report. Please email your Bigfoot sighting report to rmsobigfoot@gmail.com. Matthew Grammer writes RMSO. I was young. It was when I first came to America. I had heard stories about Bigfoot, and I never thought in a million years I would see one. The first time I went into the Redwood Forest in Northern California. I was driving with my grandmother to Oregon to meet my cousins. It was 2 a.m. on this dark road, and we came around a bend, and he was standing in the middle of the road. I saw his red eyes and his face. He was enormous and covered in hair, and slam! Grandma hits it with the car, destroying the whole front of the car, and the big guy ran down the mountainside off the side of the road. Grandma gets out of the car and she's saying, "Sir, are you all right?" And I'm yelling, "Get back in the car." I'm scared to death. And I was 12 years old. She finally got back in the car and we limped the car another half mile or so to a gas station, which was really old and only had one red gas pump. The place was closed till 6 a.m. Grandma told me to try and get some sleep, so I put my pillow up against the window of the car, and as I'm laying there against the glass, I look up and see a giant Bigfoot looking over the building down into the car at me. I freak out screaming and crying to realize it was part of the building, and it said, "Welcome to Bigfoot country" on the building. I finally calmed down, but never slept. The next morning, the old man opened the store. He was inside the whole time, and we told him what happened. Grandma said it was a large man, but I saw it clear as day when the bright lights lit up his face. She had a real thick glasses, and the old man said to her, "Ma'am, that late at night, out here, and he ran down the side of the mountain?" The young man is right. That was the big hairy guy. There are several families of them around here, and I can tell you by the front of your car that this was not a human you hit, because with that much damage, the man would be laying dead in the road. He pulled all the hair out of the frill of the car. He said he was going to put it in his collection in the store. He had plaster casts of Bigfoot prints and other stuff he collected over the years. So that's my story. It scared me half to death, and I can still see his face plain as day in my memory. RMSO responds, "Appreciate the details of your encounter. If you recall anything else, please let us know." Matthew responds back, "I can't confirm the exact location of my sighting, as I was 12 years old and my grandmother was driving. She went to heaven decades ago. I do remember the gas station that we stopped at after we hit the Sasquatch. The top of the building had a large wooden sign with a squatch peeking over the roof, looking down, and it said, 'Welcome to Bigfoot country.' And it only had one little old-style red gas pump. I don't remember the actual name of the station and store. I do remember that we were in the Redwood Forest on the main highway that goes through California to Oregon, as our destination was Rogue River, Oregon. The only thing that really stands out in my mind was the look on its face when we hit it. We were in a very small, puny car, and we were going very slow due to the fog and Grandma's vision. The look was a wince of pain, or anger, I'm not sure which, but he looked back at the car like he got hit by a large bug. When he saw the car at the last second, he tried to run off the side of the road, and Grandma actually swerved the same way. If she would have swerved the other way, we would have missed him altogether. We only hit his leg as he took the next step toward the hillside that went down a very steep hill. It spun him around. He gave the look, and down the hillside he went. She got out of the car yelling down the hillside, "Sir, are you all right?" and I'm freaking out because I looked him right in the face and I knew right away what it was. I had heard stories back on the island where I'm from about Sasquatch, and for some reason, I believed the story straight away because when you look at the evolution of man, you see there is a missing link. Our teacher told the story that Sasquatch was the missing link, not some campfire story to scare little children. I was taught that Sasquatch was the missing link who was very evasive and wanted no part of man due to our violent nature and the fear of being killed by hunters. So the idea of actually seeing one in the Redwood Forest fascinated me. But when I actually did see him, I was scared half to death. Just the overall size scared me. I thought he would be a hairy man with large feet. Not that he was almost 10 feet tall and super scary looking, and when you were a child, things appear much larger than they actually are. Like the Big Mac. When I was small, a Big Mac was huge. Now it's 2 bites. Anyway, God bless you, and good luck on your continual hunt for the proof of the large hairy friend. Hey Matthew, I really appreciate your Bigfoot sighting reports. Bigfoot enthusiasts, researchers, they want to hear the details of the report. I don't care if the report was 100 years ago or yesterday. I want to hear these reports. I'd like to put this in perspective, and the world needs to know the amount of Bigfoot sighting reports out there. People see this creature all the time. We find ourselves in the Pacific Northwest always looking for Bigfoot because of the plentiful Bigfoot sighting reports that come out of the area. I mean, Washington, Oregon, California are like number 1, 2, and 3 in the amount of Bigfoot sighting reports that come out of the area, not to mention Bigfoot videos and photographs. We've been to the Rogue River on many occasions, all up and down that river, all the way from Crater Lake, all the way down to the ocean, searching. We're always in Northern California, different parts of Oregon, Washington, the Clackamas River. There is so many Bigfoot sighting reports in and around these forests, and many of them, I mean more than half of them, are road crossing sightings. So just a great place to look for Bigfoot. Your types of reports motivates us to get into these areas, to have a look around. Really appreciate it. Anyone else that's had a Bigfoot sighting report, please email it to us at rmsobigfoot@gmail.com. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.